यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यमुना तीरावनचारी यशोदानंदन यमुना तीरावनचारी। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 राम हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे जय श्री श्री राधा मदन मोहन की, श्री श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा महारानी की, श्री श्री गौर निताई की, श्रील प्रभुपाद की, समावेत गौर भक्त वृंद की, कलयुग पावन हरि नाम संकीर्तन की, निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे। ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की। Hare Krishna. Can you all hear me clearly? Sound is coming. Om Ajnanatirmirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshuvannilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोः श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनासहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च नमो ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन्निति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Please all of you repeat after me. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Udiraye Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya cha Nanda Gopakumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Welcome all of you on this auspicious Bhadra Purnima day. You can see those two pictures behind you. In the first picture you see that Krishna speaking to Arjuna. So what is Krishna speaking to Arjuna? It is called as Bhagavad Gita. On the other side picture you see Shukadeva Goswami speaking to Parikshit. That is Srimad Bhagavatam. So Bhagavad Gita is by Krishna and Srimad Bhagavatam is about Krishna. So the Srimad Bhagavatam contains 12 cantos, which you see here, beautifully arranged here. And there are very beautiful pastimes of how Krishna appears in the jail of Kamsa. As a small, first he showed the Chaturbhuja rope of Vishnu like Balaji in Tirupati. Then Srila Prabhupada went to Tirupati. He said Bala means child, G means respectable. So respectable child is Krishna who appeared in the jail of Kamsa in Mathura. Is same as Balaji. Because Mother Yashoda wanted to see the marriage of Krishna. In Vrindavan she could not see. Because Krishna got married to many queens in Dwaraka. So Krishna came as Srinivas. And Ma Yashoda came as Vakula Devi. So same Yashoda Krishna came as Vakula Devi and Srinivas, who was standing in the Tirupati hill as Balaji. So Krishna's appearance in the jail, then taken to Vrindavan, and Krishna's leelas as stealing butter and lifting Govardhan hill, dancing on Kaliya, swallowing the forest fire, killing Putana and many Rakshasas. All these leelas come in the Srimad Bhagavatam. But prior to that, in the Bhagavatam you will learn about Krishna's relationship with the Pandavas. The very first canto. with Arjuna, with the other Pandavas, and also Parikshit, who is hearing the Bhagavatam here. So you get more information about that. Then you also read about Prahlad Charitra. You all know Prahlad Narasimha, right? Prahlad. You also study in the Bhagavatam about Dhruva Charitra also. Dhruva. You all know Dhruva went to forest at the age of 5, meditated on Lord Vishnu, chanting Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, and got darshana Vishnu. And he also got the Dhruva Loka. Early morning, if you look at the sky, you will see the Dhruva Tara, which does not blink. That is Dhruva Loka, which was allotted to Dhruva. So, each of these Leelas, like Prahlad Charitra, Dhruva Charitra, there is also Gajendra Moksha, there is also Samudra Manthan Leela, churning of the milk ocean and generating Amritam. There are also Leelas of Matsya, Kurma, Praha, Narsimha, all the Dashavataram. That's available in this book in great detail. There is also Leela of Lakshmi Narayan, Leela of Sitaram, and concluding with Leelas of Radha Krishna. And Yashoda, Nanda, Gopas, Gopis in Vrindavan. All this is available in the Srimad Bhagavatam. When you go to the 11th canto, you will read about Uddhava Gita, where Krishna has spoken more than 25 chapters to Uddhava. What he spoke to Arjuna is called Bhagavad Gita. In the 11th canto of Bhagavatam, there is Uddhava Gita. In the 12th canto, beginning you read Bhumi Gita also. In the 11th canto end, you read Aila Gita. So there are many sections of Bhagavatam which are called as Gita also. So, Bhagavatam is a very exhaustive 18,000 shlokas in Bhagavatam. Bhagavad Gita has how many? 700 shlokas. Bhagavatam has 18,000 shlokas. But today, briefly, I am going to share with you what is special about Srimad Bhagavatam. How is Bhagavatam so extraordinary? Amongst all the Vedic literature, if you read like Rig Veda, Yajur Veda, Sama Veda, Atharva Veda. After the Vedas there are Puranas, there are Upanishads. After finishing all these things, Vedavyas wrote Mahabharata also and Ramayana also. After that he wrote the Vedanta Sutra. Vedanta Sutra is like a brief lines, Atavato Brahma Jigyasa, that kind of short lines. He wrote like that. After finishing everything, Vedavyas was sitting in the bank of a holy river. Somehow he was feeling very morose. He was not happy. And he was wondering, what did I do wrong? I am writing all this literature because Kali Yuga has started. People are going to be very dull in Kali Yuga. They don't even remember the mobile number in Kali Yuga. They have to note down. Therefore, I put all the scriptures in writing. But after writing everything down, why am I not happy? So at that time his guru Narada arrived there. Narada told him to Vedavyas, see, you have written all these literatures, very nice. But you have not presented Krishna's glories 100% fully. Instead, you have unnecessarily highlighted the material benefits people can get by going to different devatas. For example, if you have health issue, go to Surya Dev. If you want education, go to Saraswati. If you want wealth, go to Lakshmi. If you want a good husband or wife, go to Shiva or Parvati. So all these different Puranas are telling people how to make our material life little more better. Just like, for example, if it is sweating, we put on a fan. But the problem is, fan makes noise. So you have choice between either tolerating the heat or tolerating noise. That is material world. Material world means, if you sort out one problem, you get another problem. Correct, no? Like in those days, there were horse carriages. How many of you have traveled in horse carriage? You travel? There are a few hands up. Even I have traveled. But man thought, instead of horse, we can have horsepower motors. So he got motor car. Converted horse into horsepower motors. But what is the problem? Horse carriages never caused any accident. You never hear that a horse carriage was going, 200 people died. You don't hear that. Huh? Whereas when motor car came in America, one car hits another car, and 100 people die. Also, motor car is emanating the fumes, pollution. So, God-made things are very cool, man-made things are very painful. You can see that. Anyway, the point is, Narada told Vedavyas that the Puranas that you have written, they are only teaching people how to make their material life a little better. How is it like? I'll give you an example. In the Bhagavatam itself, there is a story. One old woman went to the forest to cut the firewood, and she made a bundle of firewood, and she was carrying it on her shoulder. She walked a little distance, and the wood was very heavy. It fell down to the ground. And then she thought, oh, there is no one around to help me. I am an old woman, how will I pick it up? So at that time, one king was passing through the forest in a golden chariot. So he came and stopped the chariot and said, oh, old lady, do you want some help? She said, you have come at the right time. Very good. Please pick it up and keep it on this shoulder, because this shoulder is already paining. You keep it here, she said. So the king kept it. And the king said, today is my happy birthday. I want to give you something. You want anything? She said, no. I just wanted the wood to be kept here. You kept it. Now you carry on, she said. And the king went away. So in Bhagavatam there is a question, is she intelligent or foolish? Because the king is ready to provide anything she wants. He is the king of the whole country. But she just told him that, remove my suffering from here and give the suffering here. Like that she said. So, you can switch off. Ideally speaking, what should the old lady do? So when I was giving a class like this, I asked some old Matajis were sitting. One old lady said she was not intelligent. She could have asked the king for a lift to be taken from the forest to the hut along with the firewood, she said. Another old Mataji said, I will ask the king for Indian gas supply, she said. Another old lady said, I will ask the king for a servant maid who can cook, who can go to forest and bring firewood and cook for me also. So many people in this world only think small things like this. But in Bhagavatam what is said, that old lady should not think about herself, but she can tell the king, oh king, you are such a nice king, you are a Rajarshi. If only I had a son like you, how life would be more happier. As soon as she would say like this, the king would say, oh really? You wanted a son like me, and I lost my mother a few years ago. I don't have a mother and you don't have a son, so I will come on that adoption as a son. You accept me? So the king becomes her son. What do you think king will do? He will keep her in the chariot, take her to the palace, give her a Kanchipuram silk saree, give her necklace, bangles, earring, he'll put a mukut, and then he will announce in the court, this is my Rajmata, because now she has become my mother. And he'll keep her in Antapuram very comfortably in a big palace. So this lady would wonder, I didn't ask anything. I didn't ask gold bangles and necklace and costly silk saree, and also he will give her all first class food, biryani and everything, isn't it? Gulab jamun, rasagulla, basunti, palgova, everything, isn't it? All those things. So the king gave all these things without her asking. Can any of you say why? Why the king gave all these things to her? She never asked for these things. She only said, I just want to be the mother of the king. That's all. Anybody knows? Yeah? Yes? Yes, sir? What is he saying? Can you say loudly? Yeah, give the mic to him. We will have the mic, yeah. He is giving some answers. My mic has come there. See there. There.
What would the king has done to his mother, he is doing that same thing to his mother.
That is true, yeah. He is doing.
Nothing
But is this lady intelligent or foolish?
Very intelligent.
Very intelligent. So what did she do intelligently? What is her intelligence? Yes?
To become her mother.
Her one intelligence is she wanted to be mother of the king. That's all. Clear? Give him an applause. Very good. So, similarly, all of us are Jivatmas in this world. We all have a chance to connect with the Lord. So one of the Jivas told Krishna that I want to be your mother. Krishna made her Yashoda. You will be my mother, Nanda will be father. Eternally you can be my mother. So she became mother. Now Yashoda's friends, they also wanted to be in a motherly mood. So they are all assisting Yashoda. Correct, no? So in the Srimad Bhagavatam it is said you can connect with the Lord as a friend like Arjuna, or mother or father like Yashodananda, or lovers like the gopis, or like the cows and calves, and the deers and peacocks. All are devotees of Krishna in Vrindavan. So everybody is connecting with Lord Krishna. So if you only connect with the Lord, everything else will be taken care. I will give you a simple example. Imagine if any of these Mataji, see here when Mataji has a small baby, here. This baby has a connection with the mother, correct, no? Therefore, the baby need not worry about any of his needs. It will be taken care by whom? By the mother. If there is a winter season, she will get sweater for the child. If it is summer season, she will get a different type of shirt. The child has to go to school, she will get uniform for the child. Will the child have to worry? Who will worry about it? Mother will worry. Mother, father. Similarly, when you make relationship with God as your friend or as a master, He will take care of everything. You don't have to even ask Him for anything. So, this is what Narada told to Vedavyasa, that Vedavyas, you are teaching people to go to different devatas and ask for small benefits. What is it like? If somebody is in a jail, say he is saying mosquitoes are biting, you give him mosquito net. It's very cold, you give him blanket. He is saying it is very hot, you arrange a fan. But all arrangements you are making are all inside the jail only. Similarly, in this Brahmanda where we are situated, the Devatas can provide you little more benefits, but only within this jail of this universe. But if you study Bhagavatam, and if you understand how to make a connection with the Lord, He will take you out of this world, back home, back to Godhead. That's the main. It's like bringing a person out of the jail. So should we come out of the jail or make the jail more comfortable? Tell me. Okay, let us take a vote. How many of you say we should get out of the jail, out of the material world? Okay. How many of you say we should make the jail little more comfortable? Nobody? Sure? I think everybody understood, I think. Everybody understood. So, scientists are also trying to make this world a little more comfortable place. Oh, you are very hot, we will make a fan for you. Isn't it? You are finding it difficult to walk, we will make a bike for you. Or a car. They are making little more material benefit. So Vedavyas said, Narada told Vedavyas, you are very morose after writing all the Puranas. Why? Because you have simply taught the living beings how to make the material life little better. You have not taught them how to go back to Godhead. And how to go back to Godhead is a great science. For that one should know Bhakti Yoga, he said, which you have not openly and directly taught. So I will tell you a story, Narada said. Narada said, I will tell you my own story. He said, at one point of time I was a Gandharva. His name was Upabarhana. So that Upabarhana Gandharva was very handsome, he had curly locks of hair, he had very sweet sounds, sweet musical voice. Many apsaras were always surrounding him. He was moving from place to place. So he went to one Devatas assembly, where the Devatas were all having a serious meeting, at the end of which they were glorifying the Supreme Lord with nice songs. But this Gandharva was behind. He was singing some other song. Imagine, for example, I am singing Hare Krishna mantra, somebody singing cinema song behind. Is it proper? So one Devata became angry. Hey, you are singing some other rowdy song? I curse you to become a Dasiputra, he said. Immediately that beautiful Gandharva glided down the Antariksh and then came to this earth and fell in a village, and he was born as a Dasiputra. son of one servant maid in the village. Just see, he was a Gandharva before, very handsome, had a sweet voice, many female companions, but now everything was finished in one moment. And now he is born as a son of a servant maid, poor servant maid in the village, living in a small thatched hut. One day, next to that servant maid's hut, there was a Gurukula nearby. Some Vaishnavas had come, Bhaktivedantas had come there. And they were all discussing together Krishna Katha daily. So this servant maid told the boy, come, let's go and meet those sadhus. We will go and take their blessings. Come with me. So she took the boy. They both went and did namaskar to the sadhus. And then she told the boy, daily I will cook something and give you, and you should go and give the plates to them. And then after they finish the food, bring the plate, wash the plates. If they want some drinking water, go and give them drinking water. Anything they need, any help, you do sadhu seva. By sadhu seva, you will become very dear to Krishna, very dear to God. So the boy agreed. He was a very obedient child. When mother did namaskar, he also did namaskar. Mother told him to do the seva. So he went and did some seva. So one day while coming to the sadhus, he saw that the sadhus are all sitting together and discussing Krishna Katha. How Krishna lifted the Govardhan hill, how Krishna danced on Kaliya, and how Krishna went with his friends to the forest and in Gocharan Leela, how Krishna stole butter, and they were also singing songs. Yashumati Nandana Brajabara Nagara Mridanga Yashumati Nandana Gokula Ranjana Kana Gopi Paranadana Madana Mano Kaliya Damana Vidana Amala Hari Rama Vilasa Vigna Purandara Navina Nagara Bodha Vamshivadana Suvasa Gajadana Palana Asura Kulanashana Nanda Godana Rakhovala Nanda Godana Rakhovala Gopal Bhagwan ki Govinda Madhava Navanita Taskara Navanita Taskara Makam Chor Bhagwan ki Sundarananda Gopala Nanda Gopal Nanda Nandan ki Yamuna Tatachara Gopi Vasana Hara Rasarasikat Pamoya Shri Radha Rasbihari ki Shri Radha Vallabha Vrindavan Natavara Vakati Vinoda Shraya Vrindavan Natvar Bhagwan ki Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Rama, Rama Rama, Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare So these Bhaktivedantas were discussing pastimes like this. So when the boy heard it from a distance, he became so charmed. He told those Bhaktivedantas that, sirs, you are all great, educated devotees of Krishna. I am a very poor boy, born in a very low-class family. But when you speak this katha, you are all smiling so happily. So am I allowed to also come and hear? They said, dear boy, God doesn't see whether you are higher caste or lower caste. He doesn't see whether you are rich or poor. All you need is only Shraddha. You have that faith. You are most welcome to come and sit. So then the boy also went and sat and heard. When he heard the katha, the boy became charmed by Krishna's Leela in Vrindavan when he heard it. And also he was charmed by the teachings they taught. One day after the 4 months of rainy season was over, the sadhus were about to leave that place. Because the sadhus don't travel during rainy season. But then Sharad Ritu started, autumn season. So they were about to leave. So the boy cried, now you all will leave, what will happen to me? I will lose your Sangha association. The sadhu said, before leaving we will give you some good instruction. To take this mantra, take this instruction. So one thing they taught him was, you see, in this world there is a mixture of sukh dukh, pleasure and pain, honor and dishonor. Even while getting happiness, you also get suffering in this world. And together you get both. Whereas in spiritual world, you get only happiness. So you want only happiness or you want mixed suffering and happiness? Which one you want? Only happiness. You want only sweet rice or sweet rice mixed with stone? So if you want only sweet rice, go to spiritual world. So they told him that you have to go from material world to spiritual world. That's the goal of life. Bhuloka to Goloka. Then you can be happy forever. So they told spiritual world is like fire, material world is like smoke. Smoke troubles and fire serves. So you should always think of Krishna, chant his names, do seva, study the Bhagavatam, and then you will develop love for Krishna and then you'll go back to Krishna. This is one lesson they taught. Second thing they taught him, don't do bhoga in this world because from bhoga comes roga. When people get rog, they go for yoga after that. They do yogasanas. So they said, don't do bhog, don't do tyag. Tyag means giving up everything and going to Himalayas. No need to do that. And don't do bhog means to enjoy. Don't enjoy also. Then what to do? Connect everything to Krishna. They said that, for example, everybody in this world is allowed to eat, but don't eat non-veg. Don't kill the animals unnecessarily. And you don't have to give up eating, and you don't have to fast and go and live in Himalayas. No. You can eat vegetarian food offered to Krishna as prasadam. Whatever you do, sanctify it. Similarly, a man has an attraction for a woman, woman for a man, attraction is there. So you are allowed to get married. Get married and properly live as husband and wife and beget children. Don't do vyabichar. Don't independently roam here and there. So they told, you don't have to avoid marriage or you don't have to enjoy without marriage. But you are allowed to marry and beget children and raise them in Krishna Bhakti. So like these things they taught. So, and they told them, as soon as there is an opportunity to hear Krishna Katha, go to the temple, take darshan of the deities, hear from the devotees, and then come one step closer to God. Connect all your activities to God. So they taught all these things and they went. And then the boy later on, when his mother later on passed away, The boy went to the forest and did meditation, chanting. He saw Vishnu once, but Vishnu disappeared and told him, you know, in your entire life you continue chanting, continue hearing the pastimes. Next life you'll become a great devotee of mine. And Vishnu disappeared. Then the boy went to Haridwar, Rishikesh, like Tirupati and Vrindavan, Dwaraka, all the holy places he went. And when he later on became very old, one day he left his body, next life he became Narada. So Narada told Vedavyas, my dear Vedavyasa, in this world there are two very important things that people should be taught. One is the chanting of the holy names of the Lord, which the Bhaktivedantas taught me. Second is the holy fame of the Lord, which is the Katha, Krishna Katha. Because he said, you should write the Srimad Bhagavatam, which is all about Lord, his devotee, and the loving relationship. Like Krishna is the Lord, Sudama is the devotee, and the loving relationship between Krishna and Sudama. In the same manner, Krishna is the Lord, Vidur is his devotee, and the loving relationship between Krishna and Vidur. So the Bhagavatam should be about these three things only. Tell the glories of Lord, Supreme Lord, glories of devotee, how they connect in Premmaya Sambandha, loving relation, with no material motives. That should be the Bhagavatam, because that's what the Bhaktivedantas taught me. Shuddha Bhakti they taught me. It's called Bhagavata Dharma. Bhagavata Dharma means it teaches you that every jiva in this world has two propensities, to love and to serve. Correct, no? So all of us are loving somebody, serving somebody. Like dogs, cats, cows, bulls, they are serving humans. And all of you humans, you are going and serving your boss in the company. Boss is serving CEO. Everybody is serving somebody. Similarly, everybody is loving somebody. Parents are loving the children, children love the parents. Everybody is loving somebody. But your love and service is very limited in this world. First you love your mother and father. Then love your caste people. Then you love Telangana people. Earlier you were loving Andhra, Telangana together. Now Andhra has become separate. So you love Telangana. And afterwards you will love all Telugu speaking people. And then you will love Mera Bharat Mahan, all Indian people. Then if you go to America, London, Australia, Canada, then you will love all human beings. Still your love is incomplete. Why? When you love Krishna, it is said, love God, love all. Repeat. Yes. When you love God, then you will see not only humans, even animals, birds, insects, everybody has God's children. You will see. Then you will not hate anybody. You have no enemies in this world. Every jiva is a child of God and they deserve to be dealt with affectionately. You will understand that. So, in this way, Narada taught that you teach that universal dharma. Whether one is a Christian or a Muslim or a Hindu, these are material religions. Spiritual religion means you don't see the external appearance. You only see the Atma in everybody. And the Atma's love for God is Bhagavata Dharma. So, ultimately, every living being is, not only humans, even animals, birds, insects, in every body there is Atma, and all the Atmas have love for God, which is the ultimate love. When you love and serve God, you go back to God. You can attain perfection. That's the only goal of life. So Narada taught this to Vedavyas, and then Vedavyas wrote the Srimad Bhagavatam. So about Bhagavatam, there is one book called as Bhagavata Mahatmya, which talks about how the Bhagavatam is a very unique literature. I will tell you the long story cut short. Once upon a time there were two ladies, sisters. So one of the first elder sister's husband was very much eager to have a child. So one day he went to the forest, he met one sage and begged him, please give me blessing for a child. The sage looked at his kundali and said, sorry, you have no putra bhagyam in this life. You cannot get. So the man cried very loudly and begged him. So the sage said, I'll pray to God to give you. So he gave one mango. Give it to your wife, she will get a child. So then he took the mango and gave it to wife. But the wife was a lazy wife. She said, if I eat the mango, I'll become pregnant and I'll have a big belly. 9 months I have to carry the child. I'm not ready for it. So she gave it to her sister. Her sister said, don't worry, I'm already pregnant. I will give my child to you. Your mango, you feed it to a cow, she said. So she fed it to a cow. And now, whenever the husband was at home, she kept a pillow and showed as if she is Garbhavati. When husband will go, she will remove the pillow. She was like that. She didn't like to carry the child. And later on, she thought, I will say that there was a miscarriage or something. she thought. But then the cow gave birth to a child whose name became Gokarna. Go means cow. So the child had a ear like a cow's ear. But he was a very, very saintly child. Why he was a saintly child, do you know? Because that child was born from the mango given by the sadhu. So he was a very, very saintly child. And her younger sister got one child whose name was Dhundhukari. This Dhundhukari was a terrible person. He was a cheater, looter, womanizer, all bad qualities he had. At one time he was connecting with 5 prostitutes. We had friendship with. One day all the prostitutes came together and told him, see, we want jewelry now. If you don't give me a necklace, one lady said, another lady said, if you don't give me bangles, if you don't give me nose ring, if you don't give me earrings, we won't stay with you. Then he said, all of you don't worry, today I'll bring a big booty. Then he went to the king's palace, stole the queen's all jewelry and brought. Gave it to these 5 prostitutes. They all wore it and they were very happy. But then they became afraid. If this fellow is caught, they will put us also in the jail. So we will finish this fellow and we'll run away from here. So they burnt him alive. They created fire and roasted him in the fire. He shouted, but he couldn't escape. 5 of them catching him, he couldn't escape. Then they all ran away from that place. So this fellow died and became a ghost. And this ghost was in the garden, hanging in the tree upside down. So one day Gokarna went in the garden and he was studying some scripture. And he heard a sound, brother, save me, like that. And he looked up, who is that? And then he said, I am your younger brother, Dhundhukari. I become a ghost now because they burnt me alive. So then he asked, well, how can I save you? He said, go to Chardham Yatra and find out what should we do to save me from this ghostly existence. I cannot eat now, I cannot sleep now because I have desires, but I have no body to execute the desires. What is a ghost? Ghost means the soul is outside the body with the mind, but he has no gross instrument to exercise his desire. So I am hanging like this here. So he went to all the 4 Chardham Yatra. All the Brahmins, all Vaishnavas told him, the only way your forefathers or anybody who is in a ghostly existence, if you want to liberate them, you have to recite Bhagavatam, Srimad Bhagavatam. So everybody said the same thing. So he came back to village and he called all the people for an assembly that we are going to recite the Bhagavatam. So we will recite, as I told you, Gajendra Moksha, Samudra Manthan Leela, Prahlad Charitra, Dhruva Charitra, all those things, Pandavas, and also Sitaram, Lakshminarayan, Radha Krishna, and Vrindavan pastimes, Mathura pastimes, Dwaraka pastimes. Everything will be recited. So all the people came and some 1,000 people came and sat. And brother also, Dhundhukari, was supposed to sit, but how will he sit? All of you are now comfortably sitting, you have a body now to sit. But he's a ghost. How can a ghost sit? He always hangs, isn't it? So he put one bamboo stick. And this fellow went and occupied, like a liquid, occupying inside. He was there. First day, when the Bhagavatam was spoken, the one knot broke. Second day, second knot broke. Every day, one knot was breaking. And the 7th day, all the 7 knots of the bamboo broke. And at that time, when Vaikuntha Viman came, saying that, from that the Vishnu Dutas got outside and said, everybody thought they have come to take Gokarna, they thought. But Vishnu Dutas said, we have come to take Dhundhukari, they said. And everybody was shocked. Dhundhukari was a ghost. How he is going to Vaikuntha? They were amazed. Then they said, he has heard the Srimad Bhagavatam attentively. He has become purified now. All his sinful reactions are washed away. Now we are going to take him now. So instantly they gave Dhundhukari a Vishnu Duta body. You all know Vishnu Duta body? Looks like Vishnu, isn't it? 400 form, Vaikuntha form. So Dhundhukari got that body. And then Dhundhukari was so pleased. He took flowers, petals from the Vaikuntha plain and showered it on his brother Gokarna and said, oh brother, you are my guru. It is because of you I was saved. Otherwise I would have glided down to hell. I was a ghost. Now I've got a Vishnu Duta body now. I'm returning back to Godhead now. So he circumambulated his brother 3 times and bowed down to him and then boarded the Vaikuntha airplane. And then Vaikuntha airplane took him back to Godhead. So all the people sitting there said, oh Gokarna, what is this? This is Anyay. We also heard Bhagavatam, Dhundhukari heard Bhagavatam. He went back to Godhead, we could not go back. So that time Gokarna said, you see, my brother was very desperate. He heard the Bhagavatam with great attention, rapt attention. He didn't miss a word. But some of you came to the class, some of you slept away, or some people went for one or something, or somebody went to drink water, and he never came back. So they said, okay, now we are going to come. Second time you arrange one more Bhagavata Katha, 7 days, we will come again. Now we will be very attentive, they said. So now all the 1,000 people came back, Bhagavatam was arranged, everybody brought their notebook and pen, everybody brought the water bottle also, they didn't have to go in between. Very attentively they heard. So in the Bhagavad Mahatmya it is said, after 7 days of Bhagavad Katha, in a Vaikuntha airplane, 1,000 Vaikuntha airplane came and took all of them back home, back to Godhead. So in this way, the Bhagavad Mahatmya says that even in our family also, we don't know our forefathers. If they committed some sins and they may be in the ghostly bodies, if you simply keep Bhagavatam in your house, the Bhagavatam will emanate light from this. Because Bhagavatam is non-different from Krishna. When Krishna was going back to Godhead, he thought that the whole world will become enveloped by darkness. So I will leave this Bhagavatam which will give light to the world. There's one verse which says that, Krishne swadamo upagate dharmajnana didissaha kalau nashtadrishamesha puranarko adunoditaha. This is like a Purana. Arka means like a sun. The Bhagavatam shines like a sun, he says. Or if somebody opens even 1 or 2 pages you read every day a little bit, then the Bhagavatam's benefit will be even more realized. Your heart will become cleansed. When you keep Bhagavatam, your home will become cleansed with effulgent light. When you read Bhagavatam, your heart will become cleansed. And if you apply what Bhagavatam teaches in your life, at the end of your life, Vaikuntha airplane will come and take you back to Godhead. Just like it happened with others. So, Narada told him to write the Srimad Bhagavatam, which is called Bhashyam Brahma Sutranam. It is Vedanta Sutra's commentary, which is Bhagavatam. Because Vedanta Sutra is all Sutra format, and Bhagavatam gives you the Leelas and pastimes, easy to understand. Ajamil Upakyan, Gajendra Upakyan, like that. So, any of you can understand it. You just read 1 or 2 pages every day. That's all. Keep reading little by little, and you will attain all perfection in your life. So, I will just show you and about today, which is called as the Bhadra Purnima day. What is so special today, I will show you. See, you will read, when you are reading Bhagavatam, you will see this. You will read Varaha, Narsimha, Kurma, all that. There are more than 50 subjects in Bhagavatam. Got it. This is the one. See, this is about today. Today is the Purnima day, Bhadra Purnima. Today, what is the date today? See, 18 September 2024. Please all of you repeat this verse. This is Srimad Bhagavatam 12.13.13. Praushthapadyam Paurnamasyam Hema Simha Samanvitam Dadati Yo Bhagavatam Shayati Paramam Gatim. If on the full moon day of the month of Bhadra, one places Srimad Bhagavatam on a golden throne, like here there's a throne on which Bhagavatam is placed, and gives it as a gift, he will attain the supreme transcendental destination, like that is said. So Prabhupada is saying here, there's no comparison, there's no literature throughout the universe like Bhagavatam. Every word is for the good of the human society. Prabhupada says, even if you read one shloka every day, his life will be successful, or even one word. Like that is saying. Prabhupada says, I want that every respectable person has a full set of Bhagavatam and Chaitanya Charitamrita in their house. Like the Prabhupada is saying. So, many of you have come on this auspicious day today to a temple, and you are getting the opportunity. This is the verse I told you, how Krishna's, all the different see how Bhagavatam represents. The first canto is like the first and second canto is like the two lotus feet of Krishna. Third and fourth are like the thighs of Krishna. And the fifth canto is like the navel of Krishna. Sixth canto is the heart of Krishna. Seventh and eighth are like the right hand and left hand of Krishna. Ninth is the kant of Krishna. 10th canto is the smiling face of Krishna. 11th canto is the forehead. 12th canto is the head. Like that Padma Purana says this. So that's why it's shown like here you see, the Bhagavatam, the whole form of Krishna. Bhagavatam is non-different from Krishna. Padma Purana says that. So any of you carrying Bhagavatam with you, you are carrying Krishna to home with you. In the last shloka of Bhagavatam we will chant now, and I will conclude the talk, okay? You all can repeat after me. Nama Sankirtanam Yasya Sarva Papa Pranashanam Pranamo Dukkha Shamanaha Tam Namami Harim Param. This verse says, if you do Nama Sankirtanam, all your papa will be destroyed. Like Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Ram. So by this your papa will be destroyed. And Pranamo Dukkha Shamana, if you bow down to Krishna's deity form in the temple, then all your miseries will be gone, it says. Dukkha Shamana. So in this world all of us want to get rid of all misery, is it not true? All suffering. So bowing down to Lord destroys suffering, and chanting the holy name destroys sinful reactions. This is the last part of Bhagavatam. So Bhagavatam says that two things only you do. Harinam, chanting, and Harikatha, hearing. You know, there is one Tukaramji, he says that, there is a famous verse, he says, Gita Bhagavata Karita Shravan Akhanda Chintan Vitobhache, he says. Gita and Bhagavat, if anybody is regularly reading, they get Akhanda Chintan of the Lord. Akhanda Chintan means non-stop remembrance of Krishna and the spiritual world will come in your mind by reading Bhagavatam, he says. Similarly, chanting of the holy name also. So in ISKCON, Srila Prabhupada gave us a very simple formula of ABCD. A for weekly once, take the association of devotees in kathas like this, and daily once, at least one page of Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam. Just one page, 5 minutes you read. And daily chant at least one mala of japam. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Just one mala takes you 10 minutes only. 10 minutes of one round, one page of Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam, and weekly once association. And the fourth one, needless to say, that is prasad. That without even telling people, take prasad happily. And whatever you eat, just say thanks to God before putting in the mouth. That is D. So how many of you remember this ABCD? A for? B for? Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, reading one page. C for? Chanting at least one round. And D for? devotional diet, prasad. So Prabhupada gave us this very simple formula, which we can follow in our everyday life. If you do this, you will go back to Godhead in this very life. All through your life if you do it. Kantarat Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki. Thank you very much. Where is Vishnu Prabhu? Now I am ready now. You can announce now. Those who want to order also can order now.